President-elect Donald Trump on Monday promised massive hikes in tariffs on goods coming from Mexico, Canada, and China, starting on the first day of his administration, a policy that could sharply increase costs for American businesses and consumers. The move, Trump said, will be in retaliation for illegal immigration and crime and drugs coming across the border. On January 20th, as one of my many first executive orders, I will sign all necessary documents to charge Mexico and Canada a 25% tariff on all products coming into the United States and its ridiculous open borders, Trump posted on his Truth Social platform. This tariff will remain in effect until such time as drugs, in particular fentanyl, and all illegal aliens stop this invasion of our country. Trump said America's neighbors can easily solve this long-simmering problem. Similarly, Trump said that China will face higher tariffs on its goods, by 10% above any existing tariffs, until it prevents the flow of illegal drugs into the United States. The president-elect claimed in the Post that Chinese officials promised him the country would execute drug dealers caught funneling drugs into the United States, but never followed through. Responding to Trump's announcement, Chinese embassy spokesperson Liu Pengyu said his country has been in communication with the U.S. about counter-narcotics operations, and that the idea of China knowingly allowing fentanyl precursors to flow into the United States runs completely counter to facts and reality. About the issue of U.S. tariffs on China, China believes that China's economic and trade cooperation is mutually beneficial in nature. No one will win a trade war or a tariff war, Liu said in a statement to NYCNEWS. NYCNEWS has reached out to the embassies of Mexico and Canada for comment. Canadian officials responded to the announcement in a statement posted to X on Monday night, saying that their country places the highest priority on border security and the integrity of our shared border, and is essential to U.S. domestic energy supply. We will of course continue to discuss these issues with the incoming administration, Canada's Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland and Public Safety Minister Dominic LeBlanc said in the statement. The punishing tariffs, if enacted, could wreak havoc on America's supply chains and industries reliant on goods from the country's closest trading partners. The measures proposed this evening could hit a number of strategic U.S. industrial sectors hard, add approximately $272 billion a year to tax burdens, raise goods prices, lift interest rates, and sap strength in an already vulnerable household sector, said Carl Stamota, chief market strategist at Corpay Cross-Border Solutions. That stunning shift could stymie economic growth, especially if inflation-weary consumers spend less in the face of higher costs. Tariffs effectively serve as a tax on goods imported to the United States. Although Trump has repeatedly said targeted foreign countries pay the tariffs, they are in fact paid by companies that purchase the imported goods, and those costs are typically passed on to American consumers. Most mainstream economists believe tariffs will be inflationary, and the Peterson Institute for International Economics has estimated Trump's proposed tariffs would cost the typical U.S. household over $2,600 a year. Scott Bessent, Trump's pick for Treasury Secretary, has said that tariffs would not add to inflation if they are implemented correctly. Wall Street cheered Bessent's appointment because he is widely expected to roll out tariffs gradually. Although Bessent, if confirmed by the Senate, will be partly responsible for implementing the tariffs, in coordination with the Commerce Secretary and U.S. Trade Representative, Trump as president would wield significant power to levy tariffs with the stroke of a pen. He did just that when he was last in the White House, placing large tariffs on goods, primarily from China. The problem with tariffs is that they often result in retaliatory actions by targeted countries, kicking off a trade war, and that's exactly what happened during Trump's first term. That blunted the tariffs' effect on domestic manufacturing, because manufacturers' goods became less attractive to overseas buyers. Trump has promised significantly larger tariffs during his second term. Although he continues to discuss many different numbers, he has proposed a tariff upward of 60% on all Chinese goods, as well as an across-the-board tariff of either 10% or 20% on all other imports into the U.S.